you have anxiety, you have panic attacks, you have sensory issues, you get overstimulated, and you're about to go to Tokyo Disney. What do you do? Is it possible? I'm here today with someone with all of those things who is going to tell you my tips and tricks to surviving Tokyo Disney because it is so crowded. All right, let's just start at the beginning, lining up. Now, I think you really do need to consider what lines will do to you. If you're lining up in a mass of so many people, like so many people line up, especially for Tokyo DisneySea. If you are lining up in those lines, is it going to be overstimulating and is it going to ruin your day? Like, is it going to already push you over and it's done? If that's the case, then I wouldn't prioritize lining up. I would wait until the park is opened and then I would just walk in. I already think for Tokyo Disneyland that you can do that. When I have walked in, I don't ever rope drop Tokyo Disneyland. I don't stand in that line. I wait till it's open, and when the park is open, I walk in with no crowds. And I've always gotten all the passes that I want to for like Beauty and the Beast and Splash Mountain and all those sort of things. There's always passes still in the morning, even after opening. DisneySea is a different thing. For the most part, even if you come after opening, most of the passes will still be there. The one that most definitely won't be is Frozen. I want to say most definitely but I'm going to say it most definitely will be Frozen. That one is the one that is always goes immediately, right? So if you're okay with potentially missing Frozen, then I would go after the crowds to save yourself from that overstimulation that can happen first thing in the morning by being smushed in a crowd. Also, bring anything with you that's comforting. Do you need noise-canceling headphones? Do you need any fidget toys or anything that you need in your pocket? Anything like that sort of thing. I always have noise-canceling headphones with me, just in case it needs to go on at any point. Then you can just block out the crowds. Okay, now, especially Tokyo DisneySea, it is insanely crowded. You are going to have so many people around you all the time, and lines are crazy. Lines go sometimes from 3 to 4 hours for one ride. To me, I don't think I will ever stand in a line for more than like 30 minutes. I think that's way too much, just even for me. Like, that's probably my max. So in that case, they have passes called DPA, which is Disney Premier Access Passes, which you can buy, which let you skip the line. If you are someone who can't stand in lines for a long period of time, or also if you're only going for one day and you don't want to only ride 2 rides because you've stood in line all day for 2 rides, I would recommend buying those passes. You buy those passes and then you don't have to worry about getting stuck in lines. I've had panic attacks in lines before. So it's not fun, right? So great if you can buy those passes and then you don't have to stress. Then you're only in line for 10 to 20 minutes, sometimes 30, but so much better than 4 hours, right? That's the lines. Another tip is I find there are certain sections of the park that are much more crowded than others. So when you walk in around Mediterranean Harbor, around the harbor, around the walkway up to Mysterious Island, which is where the volcano is, all inside Mysterious Island, and Fantasy Springs, and around sort of like the Indiana Jones ride, they are packed and they are really tightly packed. And if you are sick of just being so tightly packed and you want space away from people, this is what I would recommend. If you go towards the American waterfront, I find that it's a lot more spaced. It's better spaced. It's gotten a lot of space. This is for Tokyo DisneySea, by the way. It's got a lot more space, American waterfront. And because of that, it'll give you more breathing room just to get away from people. I also found, funnily enough, in Mediterranean Harbor, nope, it's in Mysterious Island, there is a pirate ship, which you can actually go on. And there's also a castle that goes up above the pirate ship where you can go inside rooms and walk around the castle. It's really cool. I found the pirate ship and the castle to not have a lot of people, so if you want to get away from people, you can go explore the pirate ship or the castle, or you can go to the American waterfront, which is, those sort of places will just like give you reprieve from people. There's a lighthouse over at the waterfront. You can go walk up to the lighthouse. It's really beautiful. It looks over the water. I'd recommend like that sort of stuff to get away from the crowds, to breathe, just to decompress. And then also a really good recommendation is going on the boat rides. They don't normally have a long line. One of my favorite ones is in the American waterfront. It takes you on a tour of the entire park on the water, which is so relaxing, and it's so cool because every land that you go to, it plays the different Disney music for each land. So if you go through Mermaid Lagoon, it's playing, Little Mermaid music, and it's really cool. And that will take you around the whole park and drop you off in the same place. So you leave American Harbor waterfront and you will come back there. There are other boats that take you from one side of the park to the other if you don't want to walk. They might be a bit more busy because people are using them as transportation, but the tour one, people aren't using it as transportation. It's just a ride. Whoa, I just kicked my camera. So that's a great way to decompress and just sit on a boat. It's open, there's nice air and everything, and there's only a certain amount of people on it, so you're not going to be packed in there, right? So that's really nice. Another thing is make sure that you eat your meals off peak. So whenever I want to eat my meals, I'll probably have it more like a brunch, and I'll eat at like 10:30, 11. And then you're going into restaurants and it's quiet. So that's also just a place to just sit down and get away from people. But also you don't have that sheer amount of every single person going for lunch, that sort of thing. So one, it can just be a quiet place to sit down. If it's hot, it'll be air conditioned, that sort of thing. But also you can eat in peace and it's not like loud or a lot of people around you or you're fighting for tables or something, So those are my tips and tricks. Make sure you don't arrive at that park too early if you're going to get overstimulated and you don't want to be packed for a long time pre-game, pre-park. 2, make sure you buy passes if you don't want to stand in long lines. 3, there is places that you can go to escape the crowds. 4, don't miss out on that boat ride that'll take you on the tour around the park. It's a great way to decompress. 5, go to restaurants off peak for it to be nice and quiet. I'm Amy. I talk about all things Disney here, so please hit that follow button for so much more information. And also, please ask me questions because I love answering your questions. If you're planning a trip to Tokyo Disney Resort, Tokyo DisneySea, or Japan, you've found the right place. I'm Amy, an Australian who travels internationally to Disney parks, and I share honest Tokyo Disney tips, Disney travel guides, hotel reviews, park strategies, flight advice, travel costs, and exactly how to get to the parks without the stress. I also live with severe anxiety, panic attacks, sensory challenges, and life-threatening food allergies. So I'll show you how to safely enjoy Disney with gluten-free and dairy-free food, manage overwhelming days, and make your trip feel easier and more magical. If you want real advice from someone who's been there, made the mistakes, and loves helping others have the best Disney holiday possible, hit subscribe and let's plan your next adventure together.